This channel and its videos are intended for general audience. Hello everybody, Trackmaster Regis 2016 back again. As you guys can see, I've made a lot of progress on the level crossing today, and also I'm going to show you somewhat of an updated custom. So, let's get started. So, basically what I've done on the level crossing, as you guys saw from the last video, you probably saw in the newest TPTS Season 5 episode, which is very, very exciting. 5 seasons coming down the railway line. So what I've done is I've added a mat here, as you guys can see. Hopefully you guys can see the green. It's not exactly the green here, but it kind of looks nice. You know, give it a little bit of depth and stuff. I've added a church up here. Hopefully you guys can see that. Added a little farm, like in the series. There'll be a little farm here, you know, with some bits and bobs and stuff like that. Add a little town over here and the tramway. So the tramway will go around, it'll leave this switch here, go around and go along here and go around to Wellsworth. It's just a little reverse loop. Now we have a hill, a road hill that will go up to the bridge that crosses the Wellsworth station, and then it loops around and then joins back here. So we're going to do an in-depth deal. Hopefully I've stopped the clicking on the camera. That click you guys heard every time I moved the camera or something like that. So hopefully that has stopped. I'm sorry if it happens again. I really can't hear it doing it until it's in the editing process, and then I can hear that horrible click. So let's get started. Okay, so basically we're going to start off here. Hopefully you guys can see there's a little signal gantry thing there, kind of nice. Got that from the Great Race Railway race set, kind of nice. I wish they would have done another one of those for Sodor maybe, I don't know, but it looks nice over there. Also I'm going to be talking about this here. You know, I'm going to try to maybe turn this area into a yard or a siding or, you know, farm or something, I don't know, so that there's up for debate. Also, again, as you guys can see, I've added a little hill in the back there with church, which is kind of nice. So that looks kind of nice back there. Then we'll zoom out, and we have the start of the tramway track where a derrick is pulling the express. So it comes around, loops around here, it goes down here, and then goes down the straightaway here to this little country station. I know this isn't going to be prototypical to the show, this area here. It's just something I've wanted to do. I do like little stations and stuff like that. This originally, the tramway was not supposed to be on this board. It's supposed to come out on a separate board. But then I was thinking, might as well add it, you know. So, yeah. And it goes into a little country station. We'll get back to that in a minute. I want to go along the tramway, and then we have this little temporary reverse loop back here. So Flora can come around, reverse around, come through here, and then we have a little yard here for her and her driver to stay. I'm going to try to custom build a little shed. That way she can stay there or on the tramway or at Vickerstown, wherever she wants to stay. Yeah, so that's that. Also, I want to kind of talk about the original origins of this board. This board was not supposed to be the level crossing. This board was supposed to be a yard for Vickerstown. It was supposed to have 2 layers. So hang on a second, I'm going to have to get a little demonstration going. There was supposed to be a layer up here, so this top board here was supposed to be the flyover that goes over to Vicarstown, like in the series. A little bridge thing, kind of like in season 2, the goods yard, the Knapford Station goods yard, or whatever it's called. So it's supposed to have that with the arches and stuff like that in there. And it could have been raised and lowered. And then this here board was supposed to be the gigantic goods yard I was supposed to have. Basically a storage unit slash goods yard for my trains. But I didn't do that, really. As you guys can see. I said, you know what, I really, because one, that's going to take a lot of track and stuff like that. So I didn't do that. I added the level crossing, and I redesigned the level crossing. It was supposed to actually, also had another idea. The crossing was supposed to be on the back side of the board, so it kind of would have been there, and then we would have formed into the goods yard in this section here. So that little level crossing that you guys saw a lot back in 18 and 19 and 17, it grew massively. So yeah, so the level crossing, as you guys can see it now, it's gigantic. It's taking up the whole board, which is nice, because you know, I really don't have any scenics really on this railway. It's mostly railway lines, buildings, scenes from Sodor and all that. So there's really no scenic side for this, and I'm glad I have this little section here and the suspension bridge in the back to kind of show off my scenic talents. So, you know, it's not much, you know, it is kind of crammed, you know, it is kind of cramped a bit. So let's talk about the level crossing. So what we do is we go from the hill, as you guys can see back there, as I was saying before, there's a hillside that will go behind this tunnel. Hang on a second. This tunnel is a temporary measure, it is not going to be fixed in place. So hang on 1 second. This kind of video is kind of going to be jumbled up a bit. So as you guys can see, there is a road hill that goes down past Regis scrapyard, goes around, do a little countryside deal there, and then turns and goes over the level crossing. Then what we do is we pass this little house here. We go to a little yard slash transfer thing, I don't know, like a parking lot type deal. So yeah, I wanted to add a little parking lot or a little space for the signalman to park his car, and the signalman is driving Caroline. That way I have her on the layout, and that way she has a purpose instead of sitting in a parking lot somewhere or scrapyard or wherever. So I may do a couple stories with her being the signalman, you know, being the crossing guard type, you know, transport around Sodor, so she can be kind of cool there. That way people know, oh, that's Caroline. What is she doing at the signal box? Well, you know, she's the car for the signalman in the level crossing that controls the gates and stuff like that. So then we come along here, along the deal, and then we come to this little thing here. I'm gonna have to raise up the camera. So what I've done is I've added, you know, kind of like in the original deal in the back room, is I've just moved the shed, the goods shed, over a bit and added a fake light that does not work. I'm going to try to get some real lights. I've just moved the shed over, and the block, the battery pack, is still under there, as you guys can see. So I just moved it over onto the road. That way it kind of has a purpose for vans or lorries or anything like that, to kind of show that, oh, there could be a business here, or it could be a storage shed for the level crossing guard, or, you know, it could be a mail shed for the TPO, the travelling post office. Just a little building that I drew on to the layout. And also we have the little bus stop added here, which isn't glued down. I'm supposed to glue that down. Now we have a little bus stop deal, so that way, like if I want to do a scene with Flora, that way buses have a reason to stop and chat with her. You know, maybe they're transporting passengers to the station and they want to ride on the tramway. You know, that could be a little story thing, you know, for the series, you know. So that's why I added the bus stop there, and a little station. So that is that. And now we're going to talk about the station. So we have the Tramway Station, which is a nice little country little station. Move Flora back out of the way, and I wanted to kind of give it an old run-down look, as you guys can see from the tracks right over there. You know, give it an abandoned look, give it like the line isn't taken care of, you know. Then we have this bit here that goes along the roadway. So the roadway, what it does, it kind of swivels a bit. Because I've always liked, in the series, as you guys saw in the Thomas movie, Soldier's Legend of Lost Treasure, Bulgy Rides Again, there's and I think Thomas in the Tuba, I think, there's a section of track that runs alongside 3 tracks, and it's road. So they have I think it's like a railroad run by or something like that. I don't really know the official term for it. So what it does is the road goes alongside the roadway. That way I can have Thomas or another engine race the cars. And it'll only go for about a little section, and it'll go over the level crossing, yada yada yada. I do like roads that kind of swivel a bit, and they kind of have a straight in between. I do like that in real roads, real roadways and railways and stuff like that. So I kind of do like that. And I kind of like kind of breaking the mold of the modelling aspect. That way this building here is on a tilt. It's not going along here and going straight. That's originally what it was planned to do. So that's what I did there. Kind of nice, and it gave me room to kind of work with the reverse loop, even though that is a temporary measure, you know, to show off. So yeah, so we're going to go back to the layout, or the thing here I wanted to show off. So basically what I did, as you guys saw, it's kind of spoilers. So what I've done is I've added a travelling post office. Now you're probably thinking, wait a minute, I already thought you had some of those cars. Well yes, for the mainland engines. But I've always wanted to add something like that on Sodor. So that way the trains can come along, Percy or Thomas or whoever is pulling the mail that day, come along, get mail on the fly. That would make for a nice TPTS episode. I have installed the smoke machine as well. There is a hole right here that I've added the smoke machine. That way we can get some nice smoke shots of the trains steaming along and all that. So yeah, so let's move on back to the part the main video is about. So we have Regis Scrapyard, and this is not going to be 100% prototypical to the show or anything. It's just a little signing that'll come along here, and it'll have Regis Scrapyard, because I do like, you know, the Croc Scrapyard and stuff like that on the island of Sodor. And the scrapyard, the scrap heap will kind of come out here. That way engines, if they want to rescue somebody, they can. You know, Trevor, Terrence, whoever, you know. So have a sort of building here, and we have a Reg here. He rolls along here. It's not powered or anything, so he runs along here and he picks up stuff from the cars, and then the train comes along. So what I've done is I've modified Reg. I'm going to show him off here. Hopefully I can get him in focus. Hang on a second. There we go. With a new flatbed. Here was the original flatbed, as you guys can see, hopefully. So here was the original flatbed, kind of chunky, didn't like that, so I did away with that and I added a new flatbed on him. Gave him a better magnet as well, kind of weighed him down as well too. And oh, hey Reg, stop turning, what are you doing, are you shy or something? So yeah, it kind of looks nice. I do like the new Reg, so that's about it on that. Also I have taken away the track deal. and added the rest of the superstation track along here. That way he's kind of level and not sitting way up high in the air. So that's sorry if that wasn't in focus. So yeah, you know, we've done a lot of progress on this railway, on this part of the layout, and I'm very, very happy that all I have to do now is do the Wellsworth section, which will be fun as well. I mean, this year, 2020, I think has been a good year for the railway. So, you know, we have done a lot of work on this railway, and it's really impressed me on how much I've learned from people, you know, watching other YouTubers like Chadwick Model Railway, UC Weapon, you know, Trains Are Fun, and a lot of people on modeling, you know, model railway and stuff like that. You know, it's awesome actually. It's just amazing how much I've learned and, you know, been inspired by people and stuff like that. So yeah, it's amazing. It's honestly amazing how far this railway has came this year, 2020. Just think, at the beginning of this year, this and the suspension bridge behind me did not exist on this layout. And if I could go back and tell myself that, yeah, you're going to get this part of it, get these two parts of the layout done this year, and I'd be like, yeah, you're crazy. But it's happened. It's happened, and look how far we progressed. You know, after just a couple days or a week or something. Look how far this has progressed already. And I can't wait to get the Wellsworth station on. The Wellsworth section. And then finally, this layout will be completely done until I come up with another idea and want to kind of extend it more. But I really can't extend this more out as much as I want to. So yeah, it's crazy. It's phenomenal how this layout has grown this year. Just by adding these two pieces and stuff like that. So, and it's all thanks to you guys for, you know, keeping me going during this difficult time we're in. Keeping my sanity and stuff like that. You guys and myself have made this channel what it is today, and it's all thanks to you guys. All 11,000 subscribers, and the more we're probably going to get. It's all thanks to you. You guys have made this dream of mine possible. So I thank you guys very much. Don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment and subscribe, and tell me what you guys think of the updated level crossing. Do you guys like the farm? Do you guys like the travelling post office and the trains and stuff like that? There will be a run coming. It's very, very cold out here. My hands are kind of freezing up, so I can't really do a run right now, but there will be a level crossing run coming. Trust me, it's coming. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, and most importantly, subscribe, and hit the post notification bell down by the subscribe button to be notified of all new videos. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.